Hi guys, and welcome back here to Drone Emotion, a channel where we do drone videos and where we cover the most relevant drone news. Today my friends, we're back here once again with a brand new video, and a very exciting one to say the least. And that is because we finally have the official pricing for the Hubsan Zino Mini Pro for the base model, and we now know everything that's going to be included with the price that we're going to be paying. In today's video, we're going to be sharing with you all of the info that you need to know regarding the pricing of the Hubsan Zino Mini Pro. Today's video is going to be quite exciting and you don't want to miss out on it, guys. But before we get started with today's video, if you're new to the channel, welcome here, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because in this channel we will always be the first ones to bring you the latest drone news no matter what. And also, we're extremely close to 6,000 subscribers. So if you're watching today's video and you're not subscribed to the channel yet, I invite you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can help us get to our goal of 10,000 subscribers and help us get to 6,000, which we're really extremely close from, guys. So with that being said, why don't we go ahead and dive right into today's video, which is going to be quite exciting to say the least. Well, I think that all of you guys have already seen the Hubsan Zino Mini Pro, which is Hubsan's latest drone. And this drone was released about 2 weeks ago, and the specs that this drone had were absolutely mind-blowing. And when compared to the DJI Mini 2, I mean, the Mini 2 looked outdated. So before we get started and talk about the pricing of this drone, which has now been confirmed, I want to briefly talk about the specs that this new Hubsan Zino Pro offers. So first, let's go ahead and take a look at this new Hubsan drone right here on screen, guys. There we have it, Hubsan Zino Mini Pro. This is a 249 gram drone. So that's the main thing with this drone. This drone is direct competition for the Mini 2 from DJI. It has 3-direction optical avoidance. It has forward, backwards, and downward, something that the DJI Mini 2 does not have. It only has downward optical avoidance. It has a 10-kilometer range. It has a 3-axis gimbal, a 1/1.3 CMOS sensor, which is bigger than the Mini 2 sensor. We have a fixed aperture of 1.85, so it's an f1.85, which is a little bigger than what we find on the Mini 2, which is an f2.8. Also, we have 6x hybrid zoom, as well as optical flow night light. That's quite cool, which is the same thing that we find right here on the Mavic drones, where this little LED can light up at night. So that's definitely quite useful, guys. Now, we also do have active track as well as HDR photos, and one of the biggest things is a 40-minute flight time. I think that's the biggest thing for me. I absolutely love, and I'm absolutely mind blown that Hubsan was able to get this drone with a flight time of 40 minutes. I mean, when you compare the Hubsan Zino Pro with the Mini 2, I mean, it definitely looks outdated. With the Mini 2, we only have 31 minutes of flight time. We do have 4K with the Hubsan Zino Mini Pro, no need to worry about that. 4K 30, I believe. Let me just double check. Yeah, 4K 30. And I mean, we don't have sensors on the Mini 2. We only have downward sensors on the Mini 2, so that's a big but for a lot of people. And I mean, I think that this Hubsan Zino Mini Pro could definitely be a DJI Mini 2 killer. Now, the specs on paper look great. Now, we still need to see how it actually performs in the real world. But if we see what we are seeing on paper on the real world, I think this will be one of the best, if not the best, sub 250 gram drone. Now, with all of these great specs, what will the price be? And that is what we have all been wondering for over 2 to 3 weeks since this drone was first announced. Now, Hubsan on its website unfortunately does not have the pricing or availability yet, but we were able to find the pricing for this drone. Now, what will it be, guys? I think that if Hubsan wants to really compete with the DJI Mini 2, it needs to be in the same price range as the DJI Mini 2 currently retails at. Now, the DJI Mini 2, the base model, retails for $449, and the Fly More combo, which includes 3 batteries, your case, and all those extra accessories, it retails for $599 here in the United States. Now, what will the price for the Hubsan Zino Mini Pro be? Well, thanks to geekbuying.com, which is an app where you can actually order this drone similar to DHgate, AliExpress, those kind of applications. Well, they actually have the Hubsan Zino Mini Pro and with its pricing. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at what the price of the Hubsan Zino Mini Pro will be right here on the screen, guys. There we have it, $499 for the Hubsan Zino Mini Pro. I think this is a really good price point for what it has to offer. Now, will this be the Fly More combo or the base model? Well, this will be the base model, guys. Now, what will it include? It will include the following. It will include one Zino Mini Pro, that's the drone. We will have one remote control, which we still have not seen any pictures of it yet. We should have them pretty soon. One battery which lasts 40 minutes, two blades, two blade screws, one charger, one remote control USB charging cable, one screwdriver, and one English manual. So pretty similar to what we see with DJI base model drone, where you just get the basic stuff. And I think that the pricing for this drone is pretty reasonable, and I think it's pretty accurate, at least in my opinion. I think it will sell phenomenal if the specs that they are showing on paper is actually what you get on real life. So I think that the pricing is really good, guys. I think this drone will sell great, and I think this will be some serious competition for the DJI Mini 2, and I think that's great news, guys, because remember that the more competition there is in the market, the more innovation there is. So that means we will probably be seeing at DJI Mini 3 if the Hubsan Zino Mini Pro actually delivers the specs that it is promising. So that's the price for the Hubsan Zino Mini Pro base model, $499. I think it's pretty reasonable, and I think it will do great, guys. That's all I have for all of you today. As soon as we have any more new info, new pictures regarding the remote controller or the price for the Fly More combo, we're gonna be keeping you updated. I think that the price for the Fly More combo should be somewhere around $599 to $649. I think that's where it will be at that price point, guys. But as soon as we have it confirmed, we're gonna let you guys know. No need to worry about that, guys. That's gonna wrap up today's video. Thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Drone in Motion, signing out.